This estate I'm driving through at the moment is a really great example of getting into a market early and buying a suburb that's going through transition. The developers sold these blocks initially, so the first stage off the plan, at about $50,000 under the market, even at the time when the market was really quite subdued. So this is before we had the COVID boom. So if you had bought a block of land, so one of these properties, when it was being sold off the plan by the developer in the first release, you would have been buying at least 50 grand under market. And that's just that the developer wanted to move stock and they probably weren't in touch with local prices at the time. And then as the stages started to be released further, then obviously the price went up quite substantially. So, fast forward a couple of years after they first started selling, a lot of these homes are established. There's even a park across the road as well, and people have started to move into the area. So now it's kind of too late to buy into this estate because they're on to stage probably 10 or whatever it is. But there might be an estate around the corner where they're doing the same thing. The developer's not in touch with the local market. They don't know the pricing. You can buy the first release off the plan cheaper and then ride that initial growth wave where you're buying in early, even if it's an investment or to live in, whichever. Buying in early into the first stage and then riding that growth wave. That's providing you know what the values are in the market and that you're not getting ripped off by the developer or a project marketer, especially because a lot of project marketers will sell house and land packages wherever. It doesn't matter whether it's the first stage or the 10th stage. So you got to be able to determine the value of the property, and the only way you're going to be able to do that is to actually know what a valuer knows, just high level, how to compare properties properly, and also look for what's called pricing disparity. So the difference in price between, say, this estate and another estate that's basically identical. It's pretty easy, and it is once you know what to look for. If this estate's got the same block of land and another estate around the corner, the block of land's 50 grand more, it's pretty obvious you're going to be asking yourself, well, what's wrong with this one? And if there's nothing wrong with the 50 grand block that's cheaper, well then, you're onto a bargain. Anyway, I hope that's helped. Good luck with your next property purchase.